What's up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today's video is going to be on the 5 wealth habits that you need to follow. These are some of the habits that wealthy people follow to become wealthy, and wealthy people follow these rules in order to attain the goals and the things they set out for. You have to understand that wealthy people weren't born wealthy. There's some people that are born into wealth, right? They're just naturally born into wealth because it's passed down from generation to generation. Their parents had money and this money was left over for them. But majority of the time, people are building wealth. People are going out of their way to try and create businesses, trying to become investors, trying to do different things to make money. Right? So it's not just one day someone wakes up and they're wealthy. You have to get that out of your mindset and stop thinking that it's just one day someone woke up and they're wealthy or they didn't have to put in any work. It's never like that. You have to understand that people work consistently and they're intentional with the things that they do to get to a point where they're wealthy. So these are the 5 tips that are going to help you become someone who's wealthy, not only financially, but with knowledge. And with knowledge that you can pass down to your kids, with knowledge you can pass down to their kids, and so on and so forth. And that's what you call generational wealth. The first thing you have to understand is you have to spend less than you earn. I know this sounds simple, but majority of people can't do this. When it comes to spending less than you earn, that's a big hurdle that people have to cross because a lot of people struggle with this. If you're spending everything you make and you're not tracking what's going out, then you're set up to fail. Let's say you're earning $2,000, $3,000 a month. Earning $3,000 a month. You have a car note. You have a apartment bill. You have gas that you have to pay. You're buying food consistently. And then on top of that, you have Netflix subscriptions, you have Hulu subscription, you have ESPN, or you have whatever else that you might have on top of that. You don't realize how much money you're actually spending by just consistently every day, just buying things, paying for gas, because you already have your main expenses like your car note, which you need, right? Majority of the time, a lot of us, we go out and get a car note that we can't pay, or we think we can pay, but it's actually hurting us in the long run. Let's say, for example, you get a car note. You put a $3,000, $4,000 down payment on a car that costs 26 to around 29, 30,000. Because realistically, the price that you see, if a car says it's 25,000 or 26,000, when you add interest and all the after payments that come after that, the car is going to really total up to around 26, 20, 28, 29,000, realistically 30 by the end of your payment, by the end of the time that you have to pay it. So in total, you're probably paying 30,000 for a $25,000 car that you thought in the moment was going to be 25,000. That's a trap a lot of people get into. What I would suggest is to lower your expenses. If you don't have a car yet, or you do have a car, either finish paying off that car or sell that car and go out and get a used car that's around 9 to 10,000 and drive around. I know it's not the best thing to do, but it's one of the things that will help you be able to save some money. So instead of paying 400, 500 for your car note on top of insurance, which is probably going to equal out to 600, 700 every month, you can now either sell your car or finish paying off your car, and now that 700 is going back into your pocket. And now you just have to pay their insurance per month. So cut your expenses. Find a way to lower your expenses. Find a way to understand what's coming inside of your pockets and then what's going out as well. This is a budgeting process. So there's things that you can do to track this. You have to learn also, second, how to pay yourself. Wealthy people know how to pay themselves first, right? Most people spend first, then they try and pay themselves after, and then they save what's left. But you have to learn that whenever you get your paycheck, this paycheck, obviously you have your monthly bills, the things that you need to pay, but you have to be intentional with your money. So if you're making 600, 700 a week, 100 is for gas, 200 is for my Roth IRA. 100 is going into my emergency savings fund. You have to find a way to calculate your money and spread it apart. Spread it first, right? The paying yourself part is starting an emergency savings fund, opening in a Roth IRA account. If your employer, the job you work at, offers a 401k, you can go out of your way and ask them, hey, can you guys set me up with my 401k? If that's not something that you already have. Some employers have it, some employers don't. So you have to just figure out, go talk to your manager, your HR team, and see if they have a 401k plan. This is a 401k plan. They are actively removing money from your paycheck and investing inside of the market for you. They are removing some of your money and investing into the market for you. So these are some of the things that you can do to get ahead and pay yourself first. Your Roth IRA account, your 401k that's sponsored by your employer, adding money to your emergency savings fund, right? Instead of taking that money and thinking about, okay, let me go splurge on it. Let me go buy these new pants. Let me go buy these new shoes that just came out, these new Jordans that just came out. No, be more intentional with your money and have a plan with your money. Not a plan of, okay, I'm going to save up for this outfit. That's not, right now is not the time for that. If you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, you have to build to get to where you want to get to. And right now, the age you're at, you're not where you shouldn't be. You shouldn't want to be here. The position you're in, you shouldn't want to be in that position. So think about these things. Learn how to pay yourself first, and then later on, your future self will be thankful that you were doing everything the right way in your 20s. Third of all, learn how to invest consistently. This is one of the major problems that I see, is that a lot of us who are in our 20s are not consistently investing our money. We're not investing our money. We don't have a 401k. We don't have a Roth IRA. We don't know what they are. Majority of the time, it's not our fault because we weren't taught how to invest properly. We weren't taught what a 401k is. We weren't taught what a Roth IRA is. We weren't taught how to invest in the stock market. If someone says something about the stock market to you, you probably think they're speaking gibberish. That's usually what happens, because it's just like, stock market. Isn't that for people with like the ties and stuff, who wear the suits, who have the briefcases? That's probably what you're thinking. But no, the way investing is right now is digitized. So anybody can start investing, no matter who you are, wherever you're at. You can start investing. Whether you're investing into stocks, ETFs, investing via an employer. Those are all different types of ways you can learn and become an investor. So learn how to be an investor and consistently be investing, consistently be buying in the market. Do your research, go invest into specific ETFs, broad market ETFs that track the whole market. I wouldn't advise you to particularly do any individual stocks, because you don't have the knowledge and the fundamental analysis yet to analyze companies and the returns and things of that nature. But go out of your way and do a little bit of research about some strong ETFs that you can hold over time, that you can hold in your Roth IRA, that you can hold in your taxable brokerage account. Download an app like Robinhood. Just go and download it. Instead of having Amazon on your phone, delete Amazon and download Robinhood. Download Webull. Download these investing apps so you can just get started on your journey. This is the first step to start investing. So that third point is one of the most important points. This is what wealthy people do. Whether they're investing in themselves, and either they're buying a real course that they know is actually going to help them, or they're investing in their knowledge, which is kind of like a course. They're buying books that are going to teach them different things. One of the books I would suggest to you that I've read is The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. It talks about the psychology of money and how we don't understand money. And money plays a big role in the way we function in society. But a lot of us don't understand it. We don't realize our emotions and the things that we do consistently are driven by our lack of understanding of how money works. So Morgan Housel is the author of that book, The Psychology of Money. That's a book I would tell you to read into. But also, Wealthy people invest into real estate. They invest into the stock market. This is how they build their wealth. After they're done building their company, they scale out. They build their portfolio past just their company because now they need to expand into other industries, into building their portfolio. So this is what they do over time. The fourth thing you have to realize is that you have to understand to avoid bad debt. So just like I stated in my second point about getting a car note that you don't need, if you're a 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 30-year-old, you kind of could get a car note because by now, hopefully, you're a little bit more situated in your 30s. But if you're in your 20s, anywhere near your 20s, and you have a car note that you actually can't afford and you're actually struggling, then that's your issue. I know a lot of people say, you only live once, right? You want to get the nice car because you just want to feel good. You want to have something nice that you're rolling. But at the cost of your wealth and your future, I don't think so. Spending 30,000 on a car that's depreciating as soon as you drive it off the lot, because you don't understand. You bought a new car or a semi new car, you drove it off the lot, it already depreciated. What you bought it for, when you try and resell it, you're gonna get way less than that. So understanding not to have bad debt. A lot of people aren't able to get credit cards. When I say aren't able to, yes, they technically can, but they don't have the mental discipline to be able to hold a credit card and not just use it recklessly. A lot of people end up maxing out their credit card. Tell me how people do that. I don't know. Don't question. I don't know, honestly. But I know some people who just max out their credit card and it just happens to them. And they dig a hole that's deeper for themselves because they can't pay it off. And the interest just racks up every month. It's going month by month. It's just adding to the total that you have to pay back. So don't be someone who is just incurring bad debt on yourself, but be someone who's mindful. If you're gonna use debt, use it properly. If you're gonna have a credit card, use it properly. Use it for gas here and there. Use it for food. Not consistently buying food on it. I'm saying use it just to build your credit score up. That's what I did. I opened mine when I was 18, and I just consistently here and there. Although sometimes I would pass like 500, things like that. But just to build it up a little bit, because the more you use it, actually, the more it helps your credit score grows. The less you use it, actually, it's a funny system, but the less you use it, the less your credit score grows. So be someone who understands how to use credit and don't take on any bad debt. Don't take on any bad debt that will mess you up and set you back years. The last one is investing in yourself. We said this before, but this one's one of the ones that's underrated. Your income is your greatest asset in the beginning of your journey. Your income, the amount of money that you're making. So if you're at a job, try and get a better position. Try and see if you can, from whatever position it is, see if you can grow in the ranks. And not just stay at that one position and be complacent, but be someone who's a little bit more mindful and intentional with the steps that you're taking at this job, right? Show up to work on time. Do whatever the boss is asking. If they're asking for you to do this, that, just do it. And then play it smart to grow up in that ladder. So your income, right? I'm not out here telling you, yo, stay in your 9 to 5 forever. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm here telling you, leverage. Use it as a leverage. Make your money now, 5, 10, 15 years, build out yourself. But at that same time that you're doing that, every year that you're growing your income, because you don't want to stay at the same level all the time, making the same amount of money every single year. You have to progress year after year, month after month, in anything in life that you do. But if you're at that job, learn how to leverage yourself. Learn how to sneak your way up that ladder so you can get a little bit more money. And nobody knows you're an investor. Nobody knows you're going to be investing into the stock market. Nobody knows you have these things, right? These ideas. Invest in yourself. Invest in your knowledge. Like the books we give you, go out and read them. If there's a specific skill that you can learn or that you see yourself being able to do, whether it's web design or there's a few out there, video editing, you can create thumbnails, you know how to edit videos for YouTubers and things. And then you can find a way to monetize that and allow yourself to grow with a little side hustle. So these are the top 5 things that wealthy people do that you have to follow. Because I know I'm following these. So if you follow these as well, you're going to be someone who's successful. Wealthy people, these are the things that they do. They invest consistently, they pay themselves first, and they're always working on themselves. They're consistently working on themselves. They're not allowing other people to dictate whether they work or not. They don't incur bad debt, but they're smart with their money, they're intentional, and they understand how money works. Thank you for watching, and thank you for tapping into this video. I hope these videos are not only helpful, but you also are applying them to your life, right? Because I don't want to just be talking and talking, but to talk, I mean, but I hope you're actually taking some notes, noting some things down in your head to actually apply them later in your life. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video and comment down below what type of videos do you guys want to see. Peace.